Hello everyone, welcome to Brain Blitz Audios. Today we will be looking at a Mathdoku puzzle and how to solve some 5x5 puzzles in an easy manner. Please do watch our introduction episode to know more about Mathdoku. This is our method to solve a 5x5 puzzle. The objective is to fill the grid in with the digits 1 through 5. First, we'll identify the cages and mark them as A, B, C, etc. Second, we note down the options available for each cage operation. Third, if there's only one option, then we'll mark it on the puzzle. Fourth, we'll choose the option from others which meets the criteria to complete the puzzle. Now, let's solve this Mathdoku puzzle. Let's name the cages. This will be cage A, cage B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and K. Now let's look at cage A. In cage A, there are 3 cells and the operation is multiplication. After multiplying, our result must be 60. So the only option in a 5x5 puzzle is 5 times 4 times 3, which is equal to 60. Now, let's look at cage B. In this cage, there are 2 cells and the operation is addition. After adding, our result must be 6. So, the options are 5 plus 1 and 4 plus 2. We can't use 3 plus 3 because then it will repeat of 3 in the same row. Now, let's look at cage C. In cage C, there are 3 cells and the operation is addition. After adding, our result must be 8. So, the options are 4 plus 3 plus 1 and 5 plus 2 plus 1. Now, let's look at cage D, cage E, and cage H because these 3 are the same cages. D, E, and H. In these cages, there are 2 cells and the operation is subtraction. After subtracting, our result must be 1. So, the options are 5 minus 4, 4 minus 3, 3 minus 2, and 2 minus 1. Now, let's look at cage F. In this cage, there are 3 cells and the operation is addition. After adding, our result will be 7. So the options are 5 plus 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2 plus 3, 3 plus 3 plus 1, and 4 plus 2 plus 1. Now, let's look at cage I. In this cage, there are 2 cells and the operation is multiplication. After multiplying, our result must be 12. So the only option is 4 times 3. Let's look at cage J. This cage has 3 cells and you have to multiply and our result must be 15. So the only option is 5 times 3 times 1. Now let's write down the cages with only one option. So in cage A, 5 times 4 times 3. Then cage I, 4 and 3. Cage J, 5, 3 and 1. Now let's look at cage K. This cage is a special cage known as a freebie cage. In this cage, there is no operation given, only a number. We have to just write down the number given, which in this case is 2. 2. Now, we know that 1, 3 and 5 will come in cage J and 2 has come in cage K. So, the remaining number in the row is 4. So, in cage I, it would be 4 over here and 3 over here. So, for cage C, we can't use 4 plus 3 plus 1 as then it will repeat of 4 and 3 in the same column. So, we'll be using 5 plus 2 plus 1. We don't know the places, so we write it in the middle. Now, let's look at cage F. Let's try the options and check. Let's try 2 plus 2 plus 3. 2 over here, 2 over here, and 3 over here. But in this case, you can notice that 3 has repeated in the same row. But you can't repeat a number in the same row or column. So, this option is incorrect. Next, let's look at the option 3 plus 3 plus 1. So 3 over here, 3 over here, and 1 over here, because this is the only order which can be arranged. In this case also you can see that 3 is repeated in the same row, which is not possible. So we can eliminate that option too. Now let's look at 5 plus 1 plus 1. 1 cannot be repeated in the same row or column, so 1 will be over here, 1 will be over here, and 5 over here. Now, let's look at this row. 1 and 5 will come over here if we use this option, and 3 over here. So the remaining numbers would be 2 and 4. But 4 minus 2 or 2 minus 4 is not equal to 1. So we can also eliminate this option. We'll be using the option 4 plus 2 plus 1. Now, let's check the orders. So if we write 2 over here, 4 over here, and 1 over here, then the remaining numbers in this row would be 2 and 5. But 5 minus 2 or 2 minus 5 is not equal to 1. So 4 and 1 will not come over here. Let's try 4 and 2. So 2 over here and 1 over here. Now in this case, the remaining numbers in this row would be 1 and 5. But 5 minus 1 or 1 minus 5 is not equal to 1. So we'll not use this option. So the only option left is 2 and 1 over here and 4 over here. And then we'll get the remaining numbers as 5 and 4. And 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. We don't know the places, so we write it in the middle. Now let's look at cage D. Now in this cage, the options are 4 divided by 2 and 2 divided by 1. So we cannot use 4 divided by 2 as then it will repeat of 4 in the same row. So we will use 2 divided by 1. We don't know the places, so we write it in the middle. Now, the remaining numbers in this row are 3 and 5. 3 cannot come here as then it would be a repeat of 3 in the same column. So 5 over here and 3 over here. Now, let's look at cage A. In cage A, the option is 5, 4, and 3. Now, 4 can't come over here or here because then it would be a repeat of 4 in the same column. So, the 4 would go over here and 5 and 3 would be left. You don't know the places. Now, let's look at cage B. The options are 5 plus 1 and 4 plus 2. If we use the option 4 plus 2, then it would repeat of 4 in the same row. So, we'll use the option 5 plus 1. We don't know the places, so we write it in the middle. Now, the remaining numbers in this row is 2 and 3. Now, 3 can't come in cage C as then it would be a repeat of 3 in the same column. So, the 3 would come in cage A and 2 in cage C. For completing cage A, we add a 5, and for completing cage C, we add 1. Now, let's look at cage E. Now, in cage E, we can use 4 minus 3 or 3 minus 2. But we can eliminate the option 3 minus 2 because then it would be a repeat of 2 in the same column. So, we write a 4 over here and 3 and 2 will come over here. Now, let's look at cage H. The numbers are 4 and 5. Now, 4 can't come over here as then it would be a repeat of 4 in the same column. So, here 5 and here 4. In similar case, in cage B, the numbers are 5 and 1. Now, 5 can't come over here as then it will repeat of 5 in the same column. So, 1 over here and 5 over here. Now, let's look at cage J. The numbers are 5, 3, and 1. Now, 5 can't come here or here as then it would be a repeat of 5 in the same column. So, 5 would come over here. Similarly, we can't use 3 over here as then it would be a repeat of 3 in the same column. So, we use 1 over here and 3 over here. Now, for completing this column, we have 2 over here, and for completing the cage F, right, 1 over here. Now, as 1 came over there, we can't use 1 over here as then it would be a repeat of 1 in the same column. So, we use 2 over here and 1 over here. Then, for completing this column, we'll use 3 over here, and for completing the whole puzzle, we'll write 2 over here. Let's recheck. 3 times 4 times 5 is equal to 60. 5 plus 1 is 6. 2 plus 1 plus 5 is 8. 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. 2 divided by 1 is 2. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. 5 minus 4 is 1. 3 times 4 is 12. And 1 times 5 times 3 is 15. This is all about Mathdoku. Wasn't it interesting? For more useful videos, please subscribe to our channel, Brain Blitz Audios. See you soon. Bye bye.